Most people think Victoria's cultural heartbeat begins and ends in Melbourne. But out here, in the Mallee, the story is different. As the sun rises over fields and silos, we uncover art that towers above the landscape, echoes of television and film that shaped a nation, and music born from the soil of this remarkable agricultural region. This isn't just the countryside. It's a hidden stage where Australia's culture, history and creativity still shine. Join us as we explore this region and shine some light on some amazing things that you won't believe. There's a beautiful morning here in the Victorian Mallee country. And look at what we found here to help us celebrate the sunrise. The artist Caffeine has connected the people and their livestock to the land in a way that is most impressive. The pigeons certainly think it's something to crow about. Long before the silos became canvases, this land was a battlefield, not of soldiers, but of settlers fighting to hold back waves of rabbits and wild dogs. In 1885, a netting fence was built by hand, stretching from Tintender to the South Australian border, a line drawn to protect the Mallee and secure the future of Victorian agriculture. Here, communities rose and fell with the whims of weather and markets. The site of the Galakwil School stands as a quiet reminder of how fleeting rural life can actually be. Before tourism and art, there was hardship. Struggle etched into the soil. This is where it all began. The very first silo mural in Victoria, painted by Guido van Helten, and the spark that lit the silo art trail. The four figures represent 4 generations of farmers from the Mallee Wimmera district. More than just a painting. This was the beginnings of a movement. Wheat built the Mallee. From the late 1800s, towns like Beulah rose on the back of golden harvests, feeding families, driving railways and helping power Australia's growth. At its peak, Beulah produced more than 100,000 bags in a single season, each bag weighing around 80 kilograms or 3 bushels. That's 8 million kilos of grain, a staggering measure of how vital wheat was to this land and to the nation. In towns like Beulah, murals aren't just paint on walls, they're living history, and they tell the stories of sale yards, schools and farming life, preserving memories that might otherwise be lost. For small communities, they're a declaration of pride, a reminder that these stories matter. And for us, they're an invitation to stop, to look and to connect with the spirit of the Mallee and the people who came before us. Towns like Beulah can seem like fading communities in the middle of nowhere. But sometimes that's the bait for bigger fish than you might realise. In 2021, The Dry, starring Eric Bana, was largely filmed here. Based on Jayne Harper's best-selling novel, it tells a story of hardship, secrets and survival in the Australian outback. Themes that resonate not only with communities here in the Mallee, but right across the nation. Warracknabeal is the heart of northern Wimmera, a town built on wheat and wool, but it also gave Australia one of its most distinctive voices. Musician Nick Cave, who was born here in 1957. From these quiet streets to stages all around the world, his journey shows how even small towns can leave a mark on global culture. There is so much history to be found in these small towns. I was able to pick up some excellent local history books in one of the town's second-hand stores, but soon it was time to move on. Next on the program, Minyip. What does Minyip mean? In the local Aboriginal language, it translates to ashes or camping place. Today, Minyip is known as the heart of the wheat belt, a town built on wheat, shaped by resilience and rich in history. From its Lutheran churches to its heritage streets, Minyip carries the story of settlement and survival in the Wimmera. Much more than just a historic wheat town, Minyip was the filming location for the long-running Australian iconic show, The Flying Doctors. We had this on our radar as Jayne was a long-time fan and we were curious to see what remained. Whether out of cultural nostalgia, an interest in history, or just to sample the delicious food and drink from the cafe, Minyip is definitely a must-see location. Standing in Minyip, it's easy to see why Cooper's Crossing captured the imagination of so many. The town's streets and buildings still carry those echoes from the series, blending everyday rural life with a touch of television history, and for us, it was a reminder that even the smallest places can leave a lasting mark on culture, on memory, and on the map of Australia. And I'm not lying about that cafe. Go there and check it out. So much more than just little country towns. Exploring the Mallee and the Wimmera has been an absolute joy. What we found were unexpected cultural wonders, and these surprised us. The only one we knew about when we left home was Minyip. To find all of these other things as we went is a reminder that travel isn't just about the big places, and sometimes the richest experiences can come from the little places you didn't even plan to go to. So leave room for some of these gems, because they're what makes these journeys unforgettable. And they are the true heart of Australia, in my opinion. Anyway, thanks very much for watching. Appreciate it as always. If you liked the video, please give it a like. Next week, the Epic Road Trip continues, so subscribe so you don't miss our exploration of a completely unique structure in Australia, some incredible history, and then finally we make our way into a different terrain and explore some new countryside. Will I drown or simply be harpooned? Can my face get any redder? I can tell you what, I'm really enjoying the sunset. And can I actually cook us dinner without burning it to a crisp? You'll have to tune in next week to find out. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you then. Bye bye.